What's up, Makuku? This is a breakdown of the Week 2 matchup between Rah Fruit Cups and Enter the Drogon. Enter the Drogon entered Week 2 with an 0-1 record, losing to the Marlboro Man, scoring only 68.2 points. Rah Fruit Cups enters Week 2 with a 1-0 record, beating the Red Devils 149.8 to 91.2. Before we get into the actual matchup, let's take some time and break down both managers' roster lineup routine. Fruit Cups doesn't get a lot of credit for the time he takes actually setting his lineups, and he's actually been rather successful this season, and it's particularly in Week 2. As we know with Under the Drogon, very meticulous with his lineups, spends a lot of time debating and tinkering with those roster adjustments. As we see here, Tim, very focused with setting his lineups. And here's D-Flow spending a lot of time, particularly with the quarterback position, with who we should start there. So, as we know, D-Flow's had a lot of trouble with the quarterback position. Should he start Cam Newton or not? So he spent a good amount of time with that decision there. This is a clip of a cat. It'll come into play later in the matchup. Carries a little bit of significance. You can see a nice little transition there with Flo working on the cat portion of the cat-cow stretch. There he is again, tinkering with more of his roster adjustments, and we'll go ahead and get this matchup kicked off. Entering Thursday night, both men had a player in the matchup, with Christian McCaffrey playing for Rah Fruit Cups and Cam Newton playing for Enter the Drogon. As the matchup got started, it actually looked like both men came out pretty even though neither player really lived up to its projected performance. But upon closer look, it really did look like D-Flow had a slight edge heading out of that matchup. You can see right here, even though Cam Newton did not play that well, he did outperform Christian McCaffrey a little bit, so that gave D-Flow a slight edge heading out of Thursday night. With that slight lead heading into Sunday's matchup, D-Flow is actually feeling pretty confident, but as we know, that confident look that he has does not last very long, as it pretty much goes downhill for him after that. So here we are with the 1 o'clock Sunday matchups, and Tim comes out strong with Tom Brady putting up big points. But D-Flow still, very much in this, tries to make a strike with his running backs, but his running backs struggled with injuries and just poor performance overall. This part's very key right here. Even though with that poor running back performance, D-Flow pretty much is still hanging in there, literally grabbing on to any thread of chest hair that he can find. Especially with his wide receivers keeping him in the game. But that's really enough for Flo to feel like he is very much in this. You could still see not phased, even though being in a huge deficit against Tim heading into the 4 o'clock matchups. But as we know, with those 4 o'clock matchups, Tim just pretty much runs away with it from there. Let's look closely here. This is where Cooper Kupp basically has that huge catch and run that allows Tim to have that look of confidence right there and run away with the matchup. And as we head into the Monday night matchup, it's basically an opportunity for Tim to just taunt D-Flow with Odell Beckham Jr.'s huge performance. And there's really nothing else for Flo to do except to just stare in agony. I think it's worth it to take a look at Tim's performance from Sunday to Monday night in real time.